What's the craziest case of malicious compliance you've seen? I received a check from my homeowners association for $30,000, and it was essentially a bribe to stop following their rules. It all started with Carol, our HOA president. She had a vision for our neighborhood, and it was 50 shades of beige. I was a single mom who worked 2 jobs, so my lawn sometimes got a little long. My first violation notice was for grass that was a 1/4 inch over the regulation height. Then came the fines for a non-conforming shrub, a chipped rain gutter, and a child's bicycle left on the porch for more than 1 hour. The fines piled up, and I realized she wasn't trying to improve the neighborhood, she was trying to force me out. I couldn't afford a lawyer, and I couldn't afford the fines. My house was my son's only home, and I was terrified of losing it, so I decided to fight back using her own weapon, the HOA rulebook. I spent a week in the town library, reading not just our bylaws, but state zoning codes and agricultural statutes. I discovered that the bylaws were full of loopholes, written by people who cared more about the color of your front door than actual civic planning. I drafted a new landscaping plan and submitted it for approval. I knew Carol wouldn't even read it, she'd just see my name and reject it. And she did. But in her rejection letter, she included a list of pre-approved ground covers, decorative items, and paint colors. That was her mistake. On that list was a specific species of fast-growing, invasive flowering vine. Also on the list under lawn ornaments were pink plastic flamingos. There was no limit specified. The next 2 months were a blur of activity. The vine took over my house, its bright purple flowers covering every window. It was hideous, but it was on the approved list. Then the flamingos arrived. I bought 500 of them. My front yard became a sea of pink plastic. You could hear them clinking together in the wind from a block away. It was a nightmare of suburban kitsch, and it was 100% compliant with every single HOA rule. The neighborhood went insane. At the emergency HOA meeting, Carol was screaming about property values. I just stood up and calmly presented her signed approval letter and the relevant pages from the bylaws. The HOA's lawyer looked at the documents, then at me, and told the board I hadn't broken a single rule. My masterpiece of malicious compliance was legally untouchable. The $30,000 check had restoration and apology written in the memo.